Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
On the ground, this is Johnson.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
They get 14 yards there at a 1st down. They'll run it with Johnson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that
run. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Dumping it off for Johnson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Johnson running right. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And some room to work. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Johnson off tackle right. Pushes him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 8 yards. Moves it much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Chase Edmonds punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have taken the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
20. Here we go on 4. Newton. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Johnson.
97 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Pickett now on first down.
He's got it. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it 21-8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Patriots take over first down at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This one caught by Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Newton.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They snap it to Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They begin the drive with Johnson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. From the 50, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 4th down, Newton. It's complete to Watt.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 50. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson.
Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry, and now points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Steps away. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 119 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go to Johnson again.
Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Johnson on the counter. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They try the left side with Johnson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Slipping in for the stop was DeMarcus Ware. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Up the middle, Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Cam to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Looks like he'll throw here. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll find Hall. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Pickett to throw on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Newton.
And he comes back with one complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Gun.
Here's Newton.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
20. 8.
Newton.
That's to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd